WWE crowns new Queen and King of the Ring. A new women's champion crowned. Cody retains. Sami Zayn electrifies the crowd in Saudi Arabia. We discuss the King and Queen of the Ring, PLE, right here, right now. Square Circle Digest on the way. All right, King and Queen of the Ring pay-per-view is in the books. And I must say, for a PLE that I can tell you now, I was not really good matches. Didn't feel that it was going to be as good as it was. I thought as a full PLE, it delivered. We'll get into the matches right now, starting with the first match of the night. It was Becky Lynch, Liv Morgan, the women's title on the line. And Becky's outfit, by the way, actually, all of the ladies' outfits in Saudi Arabia were on point. But Becky Lynch's was on fire. And then Lyra also, when she came out with the Raven, amazing. And then also, you know what? Even at the kickoff, you had Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill in the matching pinks. But every time the female wrestlers are there, they are pretty on point with those. But I wanted to pick those out because Becky Lynch, that stood out. I think she should go with that look a little bit more often. She's the man. Make it happen. And in the match, it was a very good opening match. There was a little bit of sloppiness in some of the areas. I don't know if it was just a chemistry thing or if something else is supposed to be going on. There was a little bit of sloppiness in the match, but overall, the match delivered. Dominic Mysterio showed up before the PLE, said, "There's no way I'm allowing you to get Mommy's title." At that point, I even tweeted out or X'd out, whatever the hell it is now, that Dominic Mysterio is going to help Liv become the women's champion over Becky. And as it played out, Dominic slides a chair in. Becky does not want the chair. They're playing it all off. Liv Morgan DDT into oblivion. And we have a new women's champion in Liv Morgan. She says the revenge tour, or well, they asked her, is the revenge tour now complete? We shall see, because Rhea Ripley has not returned yet. So now we'll get the Rhea Ripley revenge tour, I believe, coming up. Then the second match was the Intercontinental title triple threat match. And I have to tell you, this match was well constructed. Whoever the producer was, kudos to Bronson Reed, Chad Gable, to Sami Zayn, of course, Otis out there. Everything kind of fell into place during the triple threat. There was never those times where like you're just tripping over each other. That wasn't there. Chad Gable shows his strength with a double belly to back suplex on Bronson Reed and Sami Zayn. Bronson Reed, of course, shows his power with the double Samoan drop that he did. And of course, Otis hits the clothesline by accident on Chad Gable outside of the ring. Sami Zayn slides in, a Luva kick, 1, 2, 3. Sami Zayn retains. To the crowd was really behind Sami in this show. I mean, again, I understand it but it is amazing to watch the interactions of the wrestlers over when they go on the international tours. But you saw Sami and the just amazing things that happened there. The third match was actually Nia and Lyra Valkyria. Now, I had Lyra picked as my winning the belt or winning the Queen of the Ring. Problem was, I didn't know Triple H was going to come out, I think it was Wednesday or Thursday, and say the winner is going to get a title match at SummerSlam. Once that happened, I figured it was going to be Nia Jax winning the tournament, especially after she won last night. But I had a feeling she was going to beat Bianca Belair anyways. And she does win. Devastating move. It looked awesome. It looked like it hurt, and that's what you wanted to do. And Nia Jax, your queen of the ring. And she will go on to verse the champion at SummerSlam of SmackDown, which right now would be Bayley. And I thought the reason I thought Nia would win is because Liv kind of has built in opponents, right? She's been feuding with Becky. If they had to, you can always pull Becky back in. Lyra has been going back and forth with her. So now Lyra's already kind of committed there. She didn't need the Queen of the Ring win. And then, of course, if Rhea Ripley, the healing process works well and she's not no setbacks, she'll be back probably within, I think it said 3 months. So that would be right around SummerSlam time as well. So you already have the opponent for Liv Morgan, or even at that time, I was looking at Becky. Whoever the champion is on Raw would automatically already have opponents. Whereas Bayley right now, I don't know where they're going to go with her as far as opponents, but now it has been decided. Nia Jax will get that shot at the SmackDown title, whoever's holding it at that time come SummerSlam. We move on. It was a great King of the Ring finals match. It was Randy Orton. And man, has he not embraced the walk to the ring, soaking it all in, almost like Undertaker-esque, right? 5 to 10 minutes. Takes him forever to get in the ring, soak it all in. But kudos to him. Him and Gunther had a hell of a match. Great psychology. It was a physical match. The little details that Randy Orton did. He's out on the back. He's been having his back worked on all the time. He's selling his back. He's selling his knee. And he goes for a backdrop. And no, he doesn't just power him right over. No, he sells it. He's working over very slow, very slow. Finally gets there. Oh, the backdrop. Those little details, man. And I tell you something. Watching him and Gunther, we're watching two very technical wrestlers. Almost like, watching a mirror in a way. I know Randy's, years ahead of where Gunther is, but I can see Gunther being Randy Orton-esque as he gets further along, because you can see they understand less is more. And when you're putting on a match, less is more. They didn't have to go out there and fly all over the place and do everything else. They still had the crowd eating out of their hands. So again, less is more, and the ring psychology of that match, the physicality of that match. Gunther wins, which was a surprise to me, because I honestly thought, once again, as with the Nia Jax thing, once it was announced the champion for SummerSlam, I automatically just assumed that it would be Cody Rhodes and Randy Orton. Because again, when I look at SmackDown, who do you say, okay, that's Cody's opponent at SummerSlam? I felt like Randy could have been that program. You have 2 months to build it up, and there's your opponent. Whereas on the Raw side, I feel you have Clash of the Castle coming up, which it was announced after that match that Drew McIntyre has been cleared and he will take on Damian Priest. So at that point, I automatically assumed Drew McIntyre beats Damian Priest now and goes to SummerSlam to take on CM Punk. Kind of thought it was going to go that way. Now, Drew McIntyre does not go to SummerSlam as the heavyweight champion if he wins at Clash of the Castle. I think CM Punk may cost him the match in his hometown. How about them apples? I think you'll get Damian Priest against Gunther, and Gunther, however you want to say it, will win the heavyweight championship of Raw, and he will be your heavyweight champion at SummerSlam. I'm calling it right here, right now. And then a main event that, look, man, I got to give Logan Paul his kudos. Every match, he gets better, man. He gets better. I know he's got all the athleticism in the world, but with Cody, they sat there and they told a hell of a story, man, in that match. it was, Cody selling the ribs after the brass knuckles. It was Logan Paul not being able to hold Cody down. There was a lot of storytelling in that match, and Logan was there on it all. He has matured and is still maturing into a great WWE superstar. And I get it with his gimmick, it's all about the nonchalant, how he doesn't care about everything, but you can tell that he is a very, very true to his craft. And kudos to everything he's doing and every step he's taking to become better. Because I will tell you right now, tonight against Cody Rhodes, it showed. I did not know what to expect. Look, I know he's got all the athleticism in the world. I know Cody can sit there and could probably work a broom. But Logan held up his end of that match tonight. And it was a great main event. It had everything. You had the psychology, the physicality, you had the ref bump, you had almost a count out, Cody stopping it, almost costing himself the title. But in the end, he gets the 3 crossroads. 1, 2, 3. Cody Rhodes will leave Saudi Arabia. Still the undisputed heavyweight champion. And now, where does he go from here? That is going to be the interesting question. What is next for Cody Rhodes? Don't forget, every Tuesday night, 7 p.m., the Squared Circle Digest, myself, Frankie Fresco, we look back at everything that happened in the pro wrestling week, which to us is Wednesday till Tuesday. And we discuss everything that happened at 7 p.m. Stanley Media House Network YouTube channel. Just hit that little circle, the little circle icon. Touch it. It'll take you to the little home screen, subscribe, notifications. We talk wrestling right here on the Squared Circle Digest. Also talk a little racing on Talking Racing Now. And, of course, we talk South Florida sports on Sports Talk with Sean Stanley. We got some news coming up about that. But this is the Squared Circle Digest. So don't forget, every Tuesday, 7 p.m., please hit the subscribe, hit the notifications. Until next time, we'll talk to you tomorrow. It's AEW, Double or Nothing.